Let's Chat.
Glad to have you back with us as we continue on Let's Chat. As Jess and I were chatting a few moments ago, if you haven't been to the beautiful sculpture gardens lately, you need to. It's perfect for a family outing. Ann Rushing is here, and Ann is the executive director of the Sculpture Fields. Ann, good morning.
Good morning.
To see you.
It's good to be here.
You guys have got a big thing going on at the Sculpture Fields. We'll get to that here in just a moment. How many works of art do you have now?
We have almost 50. We have 43 installed in the park. We have several that are waiting to go in, and we also have been installing pieces with local businesses on Main Street and actually around town.
And these are not tabletop pieces of art that you could put in your home or your hunting cabin or whatever. These are big.
They're monumental.
Yes,
I mean,
they are.
There are people who want that to be a statement piece outside their house, but it's a little bit difficult. You know, it wouldn't fit in front of my house. I can say that.
I think you've done a tremendous job in organizing and orchestrating this, because just a few years ago, this was nothing but a conception. It was an idea, and now you're at almost 50 sculptures.
Yes, we're actually ahead of schedule for how many sculptures we were going to have installed at this point in time, so it's really exciting. I can't take full credit for it, though.
Sure you can.
I've only
Go
been
right
here.
ahead.
I've only been here a year, so
You can take all the credit you want. So tell me what's next for the Sculpture Fields. What's the next big thing?
Oh well, there's a lot of big things. So we're hoping to redo our pathways, to also get up to all the way to 50 sculptures in the park, and we actually this year got to take over some more land in Montague Park that we were just waiting for it to be cleared by the environmental group. So we're going to then be cleaning that up and installing more sculptures and hopefully getting a lot more trees. So we're working on, getting the community involved, getting more people to come out and see the park, walk their dogs.
How much area do you have land-wise?
We now have 33 acres.
So there's room for plenty more.
There is, yes.
All right, now tell me about Sculpture Spark that is coming up.
So Sculpture Spark is our fundraising, party evening. It's going to be a whole lot of fun because we have live music from Jimmy Dormeyer and the Peace Merchants.
Right.
So he used to play with Confederate Railroad, all these Grammy-winning bands. So we're really excited to have the Peace Merchants there. It's going to be a really nice sit-down meal evening at the Mill event space. And so the great thing about that is it opens out onto the park.
Right.
So you can see, what has happened and all the sculptures we have, and get to meet a lot of the people who make it possible, meet the artists, and have a lovely evening. What
all is entailed in this evening? You said you're going to have some great food. Obviously,
Yes.
Do you need to give a shout out to whoever's preparing the food?
Yes, it's just called the Catering Company. So it's through, they do a lot of different stuff in town, Lindsay Street Hall and the
it's
Mill.
all good.
Oh, it's very good. I'm really excited about the food this year.
What is the dress requirement for the evening?
It's cocktail, but also whatever, gives you a little spark, because it's Sculpture Spark. I mean, don't actually light yourself on fire, but within reason.
That would be classified as performance art.
It would be. I mean, someone did ask about wearing sparklers, and I was like, I don't think that this is
Let's
gonna
not
be
do that this
the right
time around. How much does this cost to attend?
So it is $250 a place, but that does go fully to support the continuing operations of the park. So we get a lot of students in from schools. We don't charge field trips. We don't charge people for admission.
Sure.
So by paying that $250, you're making sure that, people who wouldn't otherwise get to experience fine art can come and see that.
And again, it is a kind of a thing where you and a date, you and the whole family could go out, wander around, and maybe if you are a budding artist, you can get some great ideas on something you can try at home, maybe on a slightly smaller scale.
Maybe, or maybe you'll start making the gigantic sculpture, and every house in Chattanooga will have a sculpture in front of it.
Again, it's a wonderful thing, and I think you guys have got so much to be proud of, and we're certainly proud that that's here in the city. Ann Rushing, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Get in touch. Get your tickets for Sculpture Spark. It's coming up Friday the 27th. Dinner starts at 7, cocktails at 6, and it'll be held at the Mill at 1601 Gulf Street. Check them out at sculpturefields.org for more information. Again, sculpturefields.org. We have more